How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. Signs monitoring spirits of witches are watching you. Number one, unexplained shadows in the corner of your eye. One of the most common signs that witches or spirits might be watching you is the appearance of strange shifting shadows. You may notice something moving just beyond the corner of your vision, but when you turn to look, there's nothing there. These fleeting shadows could be a manifestation of a spirit or a witch's presence. If the shadows seem to follow you, it may indicate a higher level of attention. Now, another sign is sudden drops in temperature. A significant drop in temperature, especially in an area where it should be warm or neutral, is linked to the presence of spirits. Witches, particularly those who work with dark magic or spirits, can influence the environment around them. A sudden coldness, especially in one spot, may be an indication that something or someone is near, watching you intently. Then, the other sign that monitoring spirits of witches are watching you is being watched. A persistent sensation of being watched, even when you are alone, can be a sign that someone or something is observing you. This might manifest as the hairs on the back of your neck standing up, or a sense of unease creeping over you. If you consistently feel like you're being monitored when no one is around, the presence of a witch or spirit could be the cause. Then the other sign is objects moving without explanation. One of the most eerie signs that a witch or spirit might be watching you is the movement of objects when no one is nearby. This could be a book that falls off a shelf or a glass that slides across a table without explanation. These occurrences can be a subtle warning, letting you know that a force is influencing the space around you. Witches and spirits have been known to communicate through dreams, especially when they want to make their presence known. If you find yourself experiencing vivid, unsettling dreams where you are being followed or observed, it could indicate that you are under surveillance from a supernatural entity. Pay attention to recurring themes in these dreams, as they might hold clues to the identity of the entity watching you. If you are hearing unexplained noises such as footsteps, whispers, or the sound of something moving around when you are alone, it could signal the presence of a spirit or witch nearby. The noises may come in the form of tapping, knocking, or even faint murmurs. These auditory experiences often accompany the energy of a being trying to make its presence known. Feeling unexpectedly fatigued or unwell for no apparent reason could be a sign that a witch or spirit is influencing your energy. Witches, especially those who practice energy manipulation or spiritual workings, can drain an individual's vitality, leaving them physically or mentally drained. If this feeling persists, it may be worth exploring whether there is a supernatural cause. Animals, particularly pets like cats and dogs, are often more sensitive to the presence of spirits and witches than humans are. If your dog is staring at an empty corner, or your cat is hissing at something unseen, it might mean there is an entity nearby. Witches and spirits tend to gravitate towards certain energies, and animals can pick up on these shifts in the environment. Occasionally, a witch or spirit may manifest through peculiar smells. A sudden, overpowering scent, such as flowers, incense, or even something foul, might indicate a spirit's presence. These smells can also be symbolic of certain energies or powers associated with a witch, such as specific herbs or perfumes used in magical rituals. If you notice that certain areas in your home or surroundings become inexplicably cold, it could be a sign that a spirit or witch is observing you. Cold spots often appear when an entity is nearby, particularly when it is preparing to interact with you in some way. It's important to take note of the exact location, as it might be a focal point for their energy. Many people have reported the unnerving sensation of someone standing right behind them, only to turn around and find nothing there. This sensation is a classic sign that a spirit or witch is observing or even preparing to engage with you. The energy of being watched from behind is often a precursor to a more direct encounter. Another indicator that witches or spirits might be watching you is a series of electrical disruptions. Lights flickering, appliances turning off and on by themselves, or electronics malfunctioning unexpectedly. Spirits and supernatural beings are often associated with disturbances in electrical fields, and witches who manipulate energy may use these disturbances to communicate or assert their presence. If you find unexplained marks or symbols appearing on your skin, like bruises, scratches, or even small cuts, it may be a sign that a witch or spirit is interacting with you. These marks could be the result of a spirit marking its territory or leaving behind an energy imprint as a sign of its presence. Take note of the location and pattern of the marks for any possible meaning. Another strange phenomenon is the sense that time is moving too quickly or slowly around you. Witches and spirits are known to manipulate time and space to some degree. If you suddenly lose track of time or feel like time is bending in your vicinity, it could be an indication that you are under the influence of a supernatural being who is watching you closely. Then we have sudden shifts in mood or energy. If you experience a drastic shift in your mood or energy levels for no clear reason, it may be related to a witch or spirit's influence. Some spirits and witches have the ability to project emotions or manipulate the energies around them, causing you to feel anxious, depressed, or even elated. Pay attention to sudden unexplained emotional changes, as they could be linked to a supernatural presence. Experiencing a sense of deja vu or hearing repetitive thoughts in your mind might indicate that a witch or spirit is trying to communicate with you. Spirits, particularly those who are observing you, may use mental telepathy or energy projection to reach out. These recurring thoughts or feelings could be a subtle attempt to guide you or deliver a message. When a witch or spirit is near, you may feel as though the space you are in has become suffocating or oppressive. This sensation can manifest as an inability to move freely, a sense of being trapped, or even physical discomfort when you try to leave a particular area. These feelings often indicate that a supernatural being is deliberately blocking your movements or keeping you confined in a certain space. A sensation of being touched or brushed by something unseen could be a sign of a spirit or witch nearby. This may feel like a light caress or even a sharp, sudden pain. Witches, particularly those who engage with dark magic, might use physical sensations to provoke fear, get attention, or communicate with you. If these sensations are consistent, it could be an indication of being watched. Frequently losing personal items such as jewelry, keys, or other possessions may suggest that a witch or spirit is actively engaging with you. Often, spirits or witches will hide objects as a form of mischief or to get your attention. If items keep disappearing and then reappearing in unusual places, it might be a supernatural sign. And finally, one of the most telling signs that a witch or spirit is watching you is the distinct sense of being marked or singled out, whether it's through a unique dream, strange occurrences that only happen to you, or even a recurring symbolic sign. A sense of being marked means that the entity has chosen to keep an eye on you specifically. This can often feel like a spiritual burden, especially if it comes with a sense of responsibility or destiny. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not subscribed to. Thank you for watching this video.